right, all right, all right. I stole that from somebody. I do not know who it is, though.
Matthew McConaughey.
Nah.
You're not as good at him, though.
It wasn't him.
He's like, all right, all right, all right.
No, I don't think.
All right, all right.
That's the movie version. Are you live video while we're streaming?
That's creepy.
All right. We're live streaming to the multiverse.
Multiverse.
Just so you know, this is blazing coast to coast with us.
With us.
I was working on something. I don't know. Almost seems corny.
Legalize
but I love
all
JoJo.
drugs, right?
What?
We're talking about legalizing all drugs.
Not yet.
God damn it.
I'm doing the
I don't
intro.
know about all of them.
I'm doing the intro.
I know about all of
You
them.
know about that.
This
Take me in
is
on that, buddy.
blazing coast to coast with JoJo and friends.
C-Dub. That's what I'll take. I'll take C-Dub.
Oh, wait. Okay. I see your dub and I raise it.
Yeah.
This is blazing coast to coast.
With C-Trip and friends.
Is it the lights or the drugs? No, just kidding. Now, for real, this is going to be something called, I want to coin this phrase. It's never been said before. Are you ready?
Ready?
You grab him by the pussy, brother.
Oh, was it this hand? I'm sorry.
She's all the way up on that stage, ain't she?
I just totally did that. I did that. I love America. Can I say what I was going to? Fuck. Dude,
My bad.
you know what? I forgot it.
I couldn't help it.
Totally fucked it up. It's prom night all over again. Woo! Okay, we are going to talk about why drugs are good. No, that's, yeah.
Yes.
That's not, man, I feel so sad right now.
What?
Because I was
do
going to
it,
say
bro.
something to lead into all this.
You were going to say coast to coast, blazing saddles.
Okay, here we go.
Where are the white women at?
If you're from the 70s, you understand that reference. Mongo rules. Okay.
Right.
Do you know I saw that stupid shit in
Girl,
a
it's in
damn
the
video?
theaters coming up.
I saw.
They're going to play it at the theater. I was like, oh, I might
Oh,
go.
they're gonna burn that place down.
They will.
That's the last place that you can actually say, can I say it? Can I say
Don't
it?
say that.
I can say it.
Don't say that word.
Look at my legs.
Fuck the Yankees.
Look at my nose.
Green Bay.
Are you
I said
you
fuck
Puerto
the
Rican?
Cardinals.
Whoa.
Fuck Green Bay.
Oh, Jesus, that was right. All right, here we go. We're ready. We're warmed up.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yankees ain't doing too bad.
Coast to
Hey, blazing coast to coast
coast.
with, fuck, this is us. So let's introduce ourselves. Let's get this party started. We are here to elaborate on personal experiences and our own mission into making drugs more accessible to children. No, I didn't mean that. Children of God. That's what I meant to say. Children of God under the age of 45.
I read Flea's autobiography.
But seriously, no Woody Allen stuff going on here. What we're really talking about is the benefits of medicinal stuff, marijuana, psilocybin, and we got some top-class professional people here, and they're going to tell you themselves. So let's switch over to JoJo.
Hi, everybody. I'm JoJo. And I really want to talk about psilocybin because the major effects is that it balances out serotonin and melatonin. And it takes a lot of people, Big Pharma would be mad because it takes a lot of people off those mental health pills and stuff that they don't need. It just is messing up their body worse than it already is,
Why do you think they do that, Big Pharma?
Because they want some money.
That was a silly question. Definitely they want more money.
You can't patent it.
Can't
Patent a mushroom. It's natural. It's proven that all the SSRIs and those type of antidepressant drugs, they're only good for the first 3 months. After the first 3 months, all the science says no different than placebo. No difference at all. But the people are addicted to those drugs by that point. They can't get off of them. It's very difficult to get off of them.
Tell us what a
Physically,
placebo is.
a placebo is like a pill that has no effect, but you take it thinking that it may have an effect. So you don't know if it's the real deal or just a fake pill, like a sugar pill. So, they'll give these people in clinical trials a placebo. Half of them get a placebo, half of them get the actual drug. And then they'll have maybe sometimes a third that doesn't take anything. And so in clinical trials, the SSRIs work for the first 3 months. After the first 3 months, they can't tell a difference between people who took a placebo and who took nothing at all and just had CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy. So if you just go talk to a shrink, you have the same results, but yet you're on this pill that now the big pharma's selling, to the doctors, and doctors are selling to you, and they're like, you got to stay on this because if you get off it, it can hurt you. It can be real bad for you.
Well, even with liquor too.
Liquor
you can
too?
tell somebody that there's liquor in their drink and with a placebo effect in there.
Yeah.
think they're drunk.
A placebo effect can be very strong.
Yeah.
It can be
Absolutely.
very strong. Our
There's a
brain,
number-
our mind is very powerful.
Number of reasons for us. Well, I'm going to go over to the reasons for mental stuff. We're going to talk to, what's your code name? Cody? Code man?
C-Trip, C-Dubs.
Oh, C-Dub. We went over that.
Yeah, let's go see.
C-Dub. So C-Dub over here is he's an original hemp specialist. I heard him once say to me that I can outsmoke Snoop Dogg.
That is a true statement.
And he
If you're
stands
listening to
by that
this,
statement.
D-O-double-G.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I don't know about that,
just gonna
bro.
just leave it at
I
that.
had you tap in the other day on just one joint ski.
We ain't talking about what was
Wait.
lace, buddy. We ain't talking about what was lace.
Wait, hold on.
At our fantasy football draft, I had him tapping on one joint. It's cool.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg ain't talking about
We
fantasy football drafts either. He's buying the
Right.
team.
Okay, he owns a
But he
few
owns a
teams.
team. He owns, hey, there might be Pee Wee League in that reference I said about that was for under God's kids. So tell us why. You are C-Dub. You are a promoter of hemp, the Mary Jane, the weed, the marijuana. Why?
Yeah, honestly, it all goes back to, I was living in Oklahoma there for a while.
It wasn't Oklahoma.
And I was actually one of the ones who originated and helped get medical marijuana passed for the state of Oklahoma.
Hell yeah.
Because before we did the petitions and we had 24-hour sites to where, people can come and just sign whatever time they want. People working graveyard shift, dude, they want to get high too. You know what I mean? So, we got it signed, got it passed. But man, honestly, also ran a CBD store as well. So, done a lot of research as far as, reading up on Harvard researches as well as other colleges. And actually marijuana is the one plant that a lot of people don't know because
Mushroom people don't.
goes back. But one of the cool things of marijuana is our body actually has what's called a CB receptor for a component in the marijuana plant, I should say.
Okay.
Cannabinoid receptors,
exactly.
absolutely.
So it can affect you in different ways depending on what it does. It's kind of like a know-all. Like it literally knows your body and what it needs.
Okay.
So that it's very health related.
Okay.
So I'm sure we'll get back into how it became to what it is today. But that's for another time.
That's for another time. I want to get to the other stuff that you boring ass people are not talking about. Well, how fun it is.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, let's
definitely
talk
a blast.
now. Let's talk.
Shane's
to
high
Shane,
right now. I mean,
right? So now we're gonna go to our resident fun spurt. Wait, I just said fun spurt.
accurate.
Our resident. You know what? Codename Fun
I
Spurt.
like to have fun.
I want to put that on your shirt. Fun Spurt. That's your new nickname. Fun Spurt. Here. Hey, I just fun spurted on. Sorry,
I just
Shane.
fun spurted all over this podcast.
Oh shit!
I gotta go clean it up, eh?
Thanks, Shane.
So hey,
got a
let's share a
wet
couple of stories and then we'll do that. Everybody share your favorite story. Keep it fun. Let's go.
Story.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be sexual. I'm
About
talking-
weed?
About
Be
weed.
safe.
No, so listen, we understand big pharma's trying to do all these things, and we understand all this big challenges in the world, but sometimes life is tough, man. And sometimes a little dub, or a little shrub, or whatever the hell is gonna help you out, it's gonna help you out. But people do it because it makes shit fun. So
I'm
I
going
wanna-
to share my favorite cannabis story.
Is that the one you fell sideways?
No, that was my cousin. That was not
On
me.
the camping trip.
Yes.
Okay.
What happened? Tell us.
You want me to go now or you want him to go? I don't
I
care.
don't know. Let the audience decide. Hey guys, by show of hands, who wants to go with Cody's story? All right, with a instead of a show of hands, with a round of applause. How about this side? Hey, just so you guys know, we have a soundboard and it has
Somebody's
to press the button.
masturbating in the corner over there.
So the sound that
I
you're
was gonna say,
hearing is the soundboard. I'm just being honest. Soon we'll have more than 6 people in here. Oh wait, I just lied like Trump. There's only 3 people in there. Sorry.
Huge audience.
Huge.
We
You're
love
our
them,
next
though.
president, sir.
Hey, punch her in the pussy.
Kamala's not
Anyway,
going to be able to
All right,
do
I'm
it.
gonna go first. Fuck
Here
you
we
guys.
go.
Look,
Damn, you just got cock
look,
blocked.
look,
You
look,
just-
look.
okay, I'm
I went
high. I will
camping
wait
with
my
these
turn.
two fools
Oh no, you're
over
not using
here.
this story.
I went camping,
What's up,
right?
Shane?
And they showed up before me. They were there before me, and that's cool. They were all set up, had their stuff all set up. I pulled in, and so it's gonna get dark. So I'm like, shit, I gotta hurry. I gotta get my stuff out of my truck, set up my tent. I gotta get, get the air mattress because my back, And so, I right when I get out of the truck, here comes these two,
Probably have a Snapchat.
all happy, big smiles, and this little
had
glass dish, like a baking dish, and they're like, here, have a brownie. And I'm like, those
shit.
are
is that
those
my
are brownies, right? The good stuff, right? They're like, yeah. I'm like, let me get my stuff set up. No, come on, just have a brownie, man. Just have a brownie. And I'm like, I'll take the smallest one. The small, because I don't look. I'm a lightweight when it comes to weed. Like, I'll fuck up anybody when it comes to psychedelics, but with weed, I am a lightweight. Okay. So I ate the smallest brownie, and I will not shit you. I was the highest. I was so
His
high.
beard has been red ever since, man.
Dude, I was so high that I sat in this chair, and Elmo had to go get me a blanket because it
It
was
was
cold.
like 40 degrees
It was cold.
outside.
I couldn't
Oh,
move.
shit.
Yeah,
I
it was
didn't even
like
know
40
it was
degrees
cold because
outside,
I was
and
so
we're-
high that my body didn't exist anymore. I was just staring at the sky, and we all had allergies, like terrible allergies, and my eyes were like almost matted shut, but I couldn't move,
Nope.
and that was so much fun.
He was paralyzed.
So much fun.
And
I got one for you guys. First time, it's not as exciting as that, right?
that wasn't.
But the first time that I ever smoked weed, right? We had an old abandoned school bus, kind of a couple blocks behind our house.
No
And in
kids
there-
were at the taping
Oklahoma.
of this in Oklahoma.
in Oklahoma.
And no priest either.
In Oklahoma.
Damn, that was
And
cold.
so I went over there, right? And we were smoking out of a can. And man, I tell you what, we got high as heck, right? Because it was our first time smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And man, one of my buddies grabbed a bag of raw apples, just raw apples, right? Because we were so hungry. I tell you what, those are the best damn apples I've ever had in my life, man. And that's how you get your kids to eat fruits and vegetables, bro.
So your mom got you high so that way you can freaking
He
eat your
got the
food.
fucking munchies and he started.
And the fact
just
that he
tearing
was
up
so
the
high,
apples straight
he
out the
just
bag.
said an apple was fruit and fucking vegetables.
Okay.
He's like, my first time smoking aluminum, I ate apples. And that's why my teeth look like this.
School bus because no kids go to school there.
Ben School bus.
It was right.
Was it one of those Manzanita
remember
del
that
Sol
shit,
cans?
though.
Was it?
They're right, exactly.
It was always so much fun when you like had to hide smoking though. Like
I never did
it's
that.
kind of like that. Yeah, I know you have.
That's not
but
true.
It's like
I have.
it's like that fucking thing where like when you're not supposed to do something, it's like so much fun when you're being naughty.
I can see
Being
that.
naughty. You naughty
Yeah.
My
boy.
mom is trying to FaceTime me again for the second time.
Your mom's
Not
trying.
happening.
We can add the video later. Your mom, can we, right?
Oh no, I don't want to talk to her.
Why not? Tell her what you're doing, how you're growing
Keep
up.
all
We're
this in
talking
there.
about marijuana and drugs.
You're right. Don't cut any of this. It's going on the bleeper reel, bro.
I'm okay.
All right, what's your story? Did you say it?
But if you want to pay me, Mick,
I have
that's
so
cool.
many. I have.
Well, I'll tell
I have
one
some
while you're
really
warming up.
funny stories.
One time he came to this room and he wasn't going to do a podcast. He was so high, he ended up doing a podcast.
You have a story?
I do. I have a couple of stories actually. Me and my cousin used to sneak out every night, like when we were in high school, and my aunt would sleep. So we would like turn off the alarm to the house. We would have to cough like because it'd beep like. And so my cousin would press the little thing, and we would leave. And every day when we came back, my cousin, his sister, would turn the alarm back on so we could get caught. But we had pajamas on underneath our clothes, and we'd throw the shit in there and run to the den. It was just some fun shit. And then the same cousin, later in life, like not too long ago, his ass made some brownies, but he crushed up the weed and put it in there. And I only seen people make it with the oil. So I was like, that shit ain't gonna be right. I was fucked up. I couldn't even drive or nothing. I was stuck at his house. I was pissed off.
Man.
I'm gonna continue off the brownie story, Gary. G man.
Oh, dude. Yeah, dude. That was.
So yeah, Justine made these
For
for
your
us.
birthday.
The same one that was on Kill Tony.
Instead of a birthday cake.
But you know,
she gave you birthday
for my
brownies.
birthday brownies, and let's just say that
You just
know,
say Justine was on Kill Tony.
yes, we'll scratch that later. But yes,
That's not on this podcast.
on this podcast.
That's
But-
its own
That was the
podcast.
tough one.
So I just want to talk about the raccoon.
Oh, that was pretty
The
fun.
one that went up your ass or the other one?
Nah, this was non-sexual penetrating at all. It was the fact that I was having an out-of-body experience, and Shane is looking past me as I'm sitting motionless.
We're talking about the raccoon. I thought we were talking about the javelinas for like. I was on the wrong.
Please,
story.
man. He's a little
Okay,
bit
which-
high.
No, because
The javelina story's
pretty
better.
fucking funny too.
The javelina,
we were
but I have
also
to-
high for that.
But the javelina
we can
story
talk about
requires me
either.
to
Don't
move.
we get high every day?
You have a donkey story?
I have a donkey story.
Tell us the donkey.
He has a bat story, a donkey story, a javelina story.
No, just the donkey story is just the
Fucking
donkey
lion,
that I
bro.
see at, Lake Pleasant. Nothing crazy.
Which one? I'll tell you the javelina story.
The javelina story is pretty funny, but no, the raccoon was hilarious, man. Just the way that it was chilling next to me, and I look over, and I was like, and I look over to you, and I'm like,
What?
dog, there's a raccoon chilling right here. And you looked, and the fucking raccoon is literally chilling right next to my chair.
Well, I'm going to take that story and I'm going to add a little color and context because it's 100% accurate, but this was my face. And then he's all stone cold. He's all, yo. There's a raccoon next to me. And he just goes,
Hell no.
that's him. My ass was like, whoa, running around and shit. I was like, yo, where's he? He's in my tent. Is he running around? And the whole time I'm moving at the speed of light, which is like the equivalent
Half a
of,
mile an hour.
well, it's the equivalent of like Jello. Like I was Jello thinking I was moving 100 miles an hour, and the whole time he's just,
Looking at it.
Yeah, but it was funny because then we started shining it, and it
yeah,
started
and
to
oh
back
yeah.
up. So I'm like, I'm shining this thing with a flashlight, and
moving.
he's like backing up a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, back up, dog. And I shine him some more, and he back up a little bit more, and then he gets like right by my tent,
He's like, fuck you.
and I'm like, I'm shining this motherfucker, and he like halfway like was thinking about going into my tent.
Yeah.
I had the door open on my tent. He's like halfway thinking.
I mean,
about
that
going
mask
in there.
makes him look
And
like
I was like,
they're-
nah,
He
bro.
did,
planning
man.
I was like,
shit,
get
you
out,
know.
like get out of here, raccoon.
No.
And I just like kept on shining him until he got further and further back.
And then
To
like
the
2
point
minutes.
where it was like nothing but eyes. That's
Well,
all
then
you
remember
see.
the neighbors in the camping site? All of a sudden you hear the dogs going fuck walk
Oh,
wild.
yeah.
So they're raccoon. But so
I actually have a story that I actually want to tell. I mean, it's not like a funny story.
then don't tell it.
This is how stoners like bond together, right? Not only is it a funny story, or not only do we have funny stories, but we have like us stoners are like a community. If we see one in need, dude, we're willing to take the shirt off of our back to help someone.
That's true.
Every single one of us, right?
It's true.
So now that we live in Arizona, I walked up to me and me and my wife took my niece and nephew to the Grand Canyon because they just moved up here, right?
Nice.
And so we was walking around the South Rim, and I saw a dude sitting there on the side of the Grand Canyon.
He was definitely
right?
a dude.
On his own, right? And I noticed the bag from Story Cannabis, right?
yeah,
like, come
you
on.
did.
Is Story,
I noticed that bag, right?
wait, let me
You
pause
sure
your story.
did.
Is Story buying up all the fucking
Yeah.
places? Is that
Yeah.
what's going
Yeah,
on?
man.
They're a
Because
Canadian
I've seen
company.
them come in and buy like
Yep.
several different places.
right.
So-
Story is buying up all the places.
okay.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
decent weed
Yeah.
though.
Is it good? Is it good weed?
It's great.
That's just a Canadian white man keeping us down.
No, I-
It's
I
great
think-
weed, yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, it's
All right, back to your Grand
Canyon.
Canyon.
All of them up, but that weed
That's
is
the real
good.
problem that's going
So
on.
I saw this story bag, right? I walked by and I was like, oh, yeah, dude, that's what I would do on the side of the Grand Canyon, right? And he's like, well, why don't you smoke? I said, I actually just ran out yesterday. True story. Ran out of weed. Oh, my goodness.
You?
And yeah, I know, right? It was the end of the world, dude. Believe me.
One does
And
not
so
run
I
out
was
of
like,
weed.
yeah, man, I would love to. And he said, bro, like, why don't you come over here? I'll give you a couple buds, a couple of zigzags.
We'll be some buds.
We can roll it.
That's right.
And he literally gave me like an eighth of weed and a couple of zigzags.
Damn.
All
what's
for
up.
free. And I walked away. He was like, we understood, you know,
No
smoke
touchy,
alone,
no
like,
tug of rug,
you know,
nothing.
everything,
it-
bro.
It reminds
Yeah.
me of what's the movie? How
good.
High? Is that the movie? How High? He looks over and he's like, "Got weed?" He's
Yeah,
like,
right?
Got blunt.
Exactly. That's how it was.
I'm Jamal.
Nope.
That is how it is.
So that's how, like, you know, we bond together as a community as well. I do want to let that be known.
I agree. I remember traveling cross country in the Chicago on the railroad, and I had a whole bunch of bud. This was like 20 years ago. I don't know if that's crime. And this guy next to me is like, "Yo, you got bud?" I was like, "You got a bowl?" He's like, "Yeah, and ham sandwiches my mother made." He had a whole bag, and we're all smoking in the laboratory, up in the thing like this. And then we're done. A few hours later, and then you hear the conductor. He gets on. He's like, "Hey man, no smoking on the train, so please stop." And like, that shit wasn't us. We stopped hours ago.
And bring me some of that.
Yeah, right. So like an hour and a half later, he gets down again. He's like, "Hey, I already said no smoking on the plane. On the train." Like, all right, shit ain't us. We stopped hours ago. And like 45 minutes later, he's like, "Listen,
Oh shit.
this is the last one. If I catch you, I will throw you off the train and I will not stop. Stop smoking." And I was like, "I'm glad it wasn't me because I'm eating sandwiches, you know." It's all good. All right, thank you guys for sharing those stories. And we have more to come down the road, and we're looking forward to sharing that with you. So on the count of 7, all of us are going to wave goodbye. Who's counting? Wait, what's that dude? Terrence Howard?
What'd you say?
1 times 1 times
1
7.
times 1 is 2.
So with Terrence
No,
Howard,
wait,
man,
no.
1
Why,
times
Terrence?
1 is 2,
What?
plus 5
Plus 5.
minus 6
We're good.
times 1 is 7.
No, it's
like
1
that.
times 1 equals 1 still, because you can only one person have one thing one time. It equals 1. It
That's a
doesn't
whole
change.
fucking other conversation.
That's
for
like
hours
trying to
each
say
time.
4 times 1 is 5, and it's not wrong.
We'll say
I mean,
goodbye,
right.
and we'll just keep it
Not
going.
five.
saying.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Ghost Gringos.
Yeah,
All right.